put it down in that lowest gear. It's easier to take it off and put it back on, the chain back on. Rotate me.
Looks quite dirty.
It is very filthy. It looks like you have the dirtiest of terrain. All right, let's get a little bike lever. This is not readily available, but you probably have one back here in your little saddlebag.
Nah. Let me hold it.
Take this whole deal. I like to lube it before I stick my lever in.
And what are you lubing it with?
Spit, you just spit on it.
It's your regular,
This is
like your regular lube.
so whenever you're prying out, don't put your finger there. Hold it like this and just go around it. Don't push with your thumb. Your thumb's weak, but if you use your whole hand for leverage, it's so much easier to. Since we're taking this whole thing off, it makes all of this so much easier. Tube, tire, it's all gone. I just have to check the rim for any protrusions. And there's not. Now usually I like to check to see where we had that flat at.
It looked like someone had a big fight on Dave's Island and broke
You can
a
see
glass.
right there, and then what do we have underneath? There's a little shard of, see a shard of glass in there?
Yeah, from the argument.
All right, so anyway, on to the new one.
Now we're going to grab a Michelin tire and tube.
And to
Which one are you using?
the Michelin Endurance with puncture resistance.
Oh, sounds like I probably need that.
At a mere 220 grams. All right, this is where it takes a little bit of artistry.
Like a tap.
Yeah, well, I have a little experience to know how to get these guys on. I like to just because, just for aesthetic reasons, find where the valve stem will go through and I'll put the logo in right there just so it's, I don't know, there's just a rhyme or reason why I have it there.
It's lovely, we like it to make sense. It's a good thing I didn't try to do this outside by myself.
Yes, it's a very good idea.
I'd still be there.
You just feed the one side on there, which shouldn't require any tools, except the one putting it on. But when they're new, who knows?
Quite possibly because it's puncture resistant.
Yes, it's got a strong bead. All right. So you feed one side on it. Again, center where the valve stem is at. That's just personal. All right, and then from there we're just going to feed a tube, which is another Michelin product. You like to form it a little bit. You like to put a couple pumps of air into the tube just to form the tube.
From your mouth?
Well, it can be done in the mouth if you're out on the side of the road, just to form a little bit. But the fact we have a pump here, I'd rather give it a little form. So that way it's a little bit easier seated into the tire. All right, and then from there. So at this point, you just want to pull the outside of the tire, feed the stem. Which during this whole process, we have moved the rim tape to the wrong spot. So let's move it back right there. Okay. All right, this is where you got to make sure that form becomes important because you want to seat it in there. Have it seat properly within the rim. Don't let it overlap. Now, once you got one side of it, you just want to kind of hold the position of that tube there so it doesn't plop back out. Just slowly caress it around his mouth until it's seated in there.
So like flirt with it a little bit.
You gotta flirt with it. And what you got on one side? All right. All right, now that we got the tube seated, we'll go ahead and start feeding in the side of the tire, which again, since this is a brand new tire, it will take a little bit of grip strength.
What kind of tire?
Of what?
What kind of tire?
A Michelin power endurance tire. So again, take a small piece at a time. Make sure that tube isn't over at all. It should be seated already. And the closer you get to it, the tighter it's going to be. And sometimes you might have to release a little bit of the air out of the tube, but we'll see.
Suck it back out with the pump or with your mouth? Either.
Yeah, either. Jesus, look how dirty.
What if your little pup tries to get in the video? Because he's trying to be the new Michelin.
You take
Michelin tire.
He looks very similar, huh?
Yeah. Mascot. Hey, Cipollini. Oh, there you are.
Man, this tire is extremely tight.
Does that mean it's extremely puncture proof?
Yeah. Well, that rim is very...
There's quite a lot of bits of glass out on the island.
I don't know what you don't want. Let me see where that went.
What's that?
Oh, just broke that guy. Alright, let's unseat it. So this isn't my best.
But we get the point.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't know where the that guy went.